Most High is my rock. TK. Rock, rock. The Most High is my rock. Rock, rock. The Most High is my rock. My rock, rock. The Most High is my rock. In the name of Messiah, the Most High is my rock. Rock, rock. The Most High is my rock. My rock. The Most High is my rock. Yeah, 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 yeah. The Most High is my rock. I keep my Bible on top. The Most High is my rock. No time for cupcake and the cutling. Hit the streets and start cutting. The Israelites are bubbling. The Israelites are coming. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You can keep the stuffing. It's pagan. Disdain. It's vain. It's nothing.
Welcome to another class with the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge.
Shalom.
I was waiting. We're gonna do this. Get class popping off. You know what we're talking about tonight. If you don't know, check the thumbnail. Alright, we're going to talk about this shooting that's been going on. This is a good topic, man, because we got to definitely speak on this. This is, this is insane. Insanity. But where does this insanity come from? So we're going to talk about this shooting. Do me a favor, Rock. Hit it on there for Facebook. Let me do my little announcements and get them out the way real quick. You know how we got these little announcements in our little school. In this little state. We are at 2610 Granby out here in Norfolk, Virginia, 23517. And we also have a little school over there in Houston, Texas, at 8524 South Braeswood Boulevard in Houston, Texas. So y'all know the deal. We do classes 7 days a week, basically between both channels. So if y'all interested in that and y'all want to get class, I'm gonna say it. This is for the new brothers and sisters. Some of y'all on there have been already watching us, and you know the deal, the spiel. But this is for y'all new. You new brothers and sisters that want to get class 7 days a week, subscribe to the other channel. All right, the other channel is the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. It's spelled out. You can get 7 days of class. The brothers out there in in Houston, and us, we coordinated to where you get 7 days. So, a lot of topics, a lot of questions, a lot of things come out. All right, classes here are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. All right, and then the other days over there in H-Town. We have classes in San Antonio, classes in Albuquerque. We got a few things going on. Shalom, brother. How you doing? So we got a few things going on. Once again, we're new out here to the area. So we've only been out here 5 months, man. We're barely getting our feet on the ground and getting in the streets to, let everybody know we're out here. When we talk to a lot of people out here, they keep telling us, oh man, this is needed out here. So we just got to let them know we're out here. And that's why we're out here. That's what we're out here to do. If you didn't know, we're not going to have class from the 19th to the 26th. It is a High Holy Week, actually 8 days of Hanukkah that's going to be coming up. So if we're offline, y'all just take note of that. We're not going to be online. All right. What else here? If you want to get your garments done, fringes, or anything, you can hit us up at Everything Israel Wear. And Sabbath class has been really good. Sabbath class has been really good out there in Houston. I make sure I try to keep an ear if I'm not having to work. I keep an ear out for that, man. Y'all been the reading is in depth. It's in depth, so check that out. All right. What else we got here? My number is 281-707-2737. Priest Quatzazop is 303-557-8979. I know she's going to put that up there for y'all. And then if you want to give any alms, offering, donations, books, Bibles, pens, papers, pencils, that information should be up there also. All right. So now that we got our little announcements out the way, we definitely are going to touch on this shooting, man. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this because a lot of brothers and sisters. Let me. We do have a brother in class. I want to open up the floor to see if you had any questions, brother, on anything or any on it.
Oh no, sir. I'm just here to be a part of it.
Okay, all right. So, where'd you hear about us?
One through MacArthur Mall.
Oh, MacArthur Mall. Okay, got you. Yeah. So, yeah, like telling everybody online, we got a little following online that we've been doing since Houston, and we got our school out there that's been established for a little bit. So, this has been our almost 6 months out here. Trying to get it rolling, teach out here, get the word out. So that's what we've been doing. So, I like to open it up to anybody that comes in new that want to ask anything or ask any questions. So, I mean, if you got any, shoot.
Not yet. I came to listen. And
Okay.
Put in when I could.
Okay. All right. Well, we you know your nationality?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, how long you been learning?
5 years. This past August.
Okay, 5 years. Good, man. So, you where you learn at? Online?
Mostly online, somewhat self-study. I was a part of a connection out here in Portsmouth. We were formerly Newport News. Now they're in Portsmouth off High Street.
Okay.
Now, kind of talking to people myself. I'll say that.
Yeah, it takes work. It takes work to build. It takes work to congregate. You know what I mean? It takes work to do things, and it's a battle. It's a big battle. But yeah, I want to just open it up to you. If you have anything, feel free. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, and it's not pressure. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't have anything, we're gonna go into this topic.
Okay.
I'll wait to see if anybody got anything online. If they have any questions as they're tuning in there.
Not yet.
Yeah. See if they got any questions real quick. But anyway, why we're waiting for them to log in and everything. This topic is very important because you got these brothers, I guess it's the husband and the wife got in a shootout with the police.
Well, they shot up first one of the Amalekites out of Delhi.
Okay.
I think killed the Amalekites.
Okay, so they killing so-called Jews. What else?
And I think they killed the cop.
Then they get in a shootout with cops. Huh. And why do we have to address this? Because this goes back to what brothers are teaching and why it's important for, and we talk about this all the time, about brothers and sisters ordaining themselves instead of really getting a chance to sit down and learn. Because the only reason why somebody would, you got to think about it. Who put that in their head that they supposed to go out there and shoot up so-called Jews and shoot up police officers? Now you got to think about this. And this goes back to a topic that we've been touching on, nonstop, about brothers getting the knowledge, and because they don't want to go through the things that comes with the work or a body, they anoint themselves and then leave and start teaching other things. And things like you can't ejaculate in your wife, right? You can smoke weed and you can teach the Bible. What else? Give me some more things that just newly came up out of nowhere within the last few years. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a lot, but
Sex equals marriage.
well, no, that actually is biblical. So what we're being in the truth 30 years, those are what we learned, what we know in the scriptures to be able to be proved, and what we can prove according to the knowledge. You know what I mean? So when I mean newly sprung up, meaning I mean as the YouTube generation started to get more lively, you got a lot of young brothers that don't want to sit down and actually study and learn. They want to speak just to be famous, but they don't want to really say, you know what, I really sat down and I learned on this subject to be able to learn things. And they're saying things that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And it's a lot of that. Now we can address that point right there if you want to also. But, coming from, I was born in the truth, and I started doing the work at 15. A lot of, within the last 5 or 6 years, there's been I'll say 7 to 8 years really. There's been a whole new generation of, you don't need to deal with brothers and sisters. Things that's not biblically. I don't need to congregate. Like that's biblical. That's biblically that said people would do that and people would be against that. So you got those things that are taught. What happened? They got something on there? There's yeah, he's saying if you want to,
I'm a student. I was.
Yeah. So, it's things like that got us in this situation where you got this man and this woman thinking, I can go out here in the street and shoot it up with cops. Somebody put that in their damn head. Now, I'm going to say this. Go back to the elders back in the 70s, in the 80s. No matter how hard they were, you never heard, go and kill cops, go and shoot up people. You never heard that. So I'm saying that to say this is not a custom of a real Hebrew Israelite. That's not our custom. We don't believe in that. And we're going to go through the scriptures and show that. We're going to go through the scriptures and prove according to the scriptures that we don't supposed to be taking it into our hand, into our power to lay out Esau or any other nation or any nigga on the block. It's not in your power to do that. So it's sad, man, because now they're giving all Israelites a bad name. Oh, Hebrews. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see it on the news? Yeah, they're giving that blanket name to all Israelites that they're all like this. You know what I mean? They're all going out there going to shoot somebody. We believe in killing folks, and that's the bad example. Now we got to go back and fix. So, but where does it come from? Where does that come from? Misinformation. It comes a lot from misinformation. Like brothers, back in the days, man, and I'm going to say this and we're going to touch on his thing real quick and then go into the topic. The thing is, back in the days, man, the Most High showed me that sit down and learn the knowledge. Learn the scriptures. That way you will be able to teach the right thing and tell brothers and sisters the right thing and study and know that. I was telling y'all this, and that's why I said it goes right into this topic, is that when there was the older brother that came in and he said he was dealing with a sister. He was dealing with a sister that was going to commit suicide. And we started to sit down and talk to him. We started to sit down and talk to him about, basically, he's dealing with something important. He's dealing with this sister's soul, this sister's spirit. So he might want to learn. Because the questions you're asking me if you're asking me how to deal with a subject on if somebody is going to commit suicide, then obviously you have to be humble enough to say you don't know. But that's the theme now. People ain't caring about what they're saying, what they're putting out there, what they teaching young brothers and sisters. They're not caring about what they're saying. So they anoint themselves. I ain't going to deal with this person. I ain't going to deal with this. I'm going to do my own thing. But who did you learn from? Did you learn from the Hebrew Israelite online that was smoking weed, getting high, shooting people up? And then you finally said, you know what? Nah. These Edomites, these white folks, there's going to be a race riot. Let's start it. And now you shooting up damn people, man. It's a sad situation, man. We got to really check it, man. It's sad. Just on what you were saying real quick, go to Deuteronomy 22:28, Exodus 22, verse 16. And then we'll go over to the one in Genesis with Isaac. Real quick. Just on the point of what you were saying on sex is marriage. Sex is marriage. There was many pieces of marriage that had to be done. We know according to common sense, the white man has took marriage and said, no, marriage is a ring. Until you give that woman something carnal, then you are married. Right? It ain't till you get the Versace cake. I don't know if that's a thing, but they what's that? The bridezillas. You got to get the Versace cake, or you got to get some type of carnal theme to represent marriage. That's not it. Is it just the paper? Because if it was just the paper, then the white man is the only one that says that you're married when you go to the court? No, hell no, it ain't that. So there was different things that would bring forth marriage. This man and the wife to know they're married. You have the marriage ceremony. That's for everybody that would be able to see, okay, everybody in our neighborhood, in our village, in our city, we are now together. So there won't be no people misconstrued that they were brought together in matrimony. So you got the ceremony. But the ceremony wasn't the Creator blessing that. How did the Most High bless your marriage? Or what did He say? Hey, now you guys are one. Did He say, oh, it was the paper, it was the cake, it was the ring? When does that man and the woman become one? So go ahead, read where you at.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28.
And I'm only jumping off topic to answer the brother. What's your name, brother? Dawood? Okay. Kazaki, nice to meet you, brother. So, Dawood, I'm like, is it supposed to be David? Dawood, yeah, okay. Dawood, okay. Go ahead.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
right,
which is not betrothed,
right. So a damsel, a young woman, right, of marriageable age, because you got the two definitions of virgins, right? A young woman of marriageable age, and then you got like today, like Americans like to use the most, right? She didn't have sexual relations, because you got young women in the scriptures that were still young women of marriageable age, but might have lost their husband. So they can still be married. They might have lost their husband through a death or war or something, but they were still young women able to be maids. They were known as virgins. So you got the two definitions, but here it's telling us this young woman, which is not betrothed. So she hasn't took nobody. And she is a virgin. Go ahead.
And lay hold on her.
Right, and lay hold on her, meaning now this man takes this woman, go ahead,
and lie with her,
and lay with her, go ahead,
and they be found,
right, and it be known, go ahead,
then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
right, because that was the process that was supposed to happen in the first place. Before you were even lay with her, what was the process supposed to happen? Do you know?
Okay, so, which is why, let me preface why I said sex is not equal marriage. Just that sole act. Because you have a process before them. So, you have this scripture, right? And then you also asked to read another scripture. So, the process, just to answer your question, goes, a man or the father sends for a woman. The families have negotiations. Once those two families come to an agreement, then then you have the ceremony. Then you have the consummation of the marriage, which would be the act of the two becoming one.
Right.
And then you have the whole the sheep, the blood, so on and so forth. But the act of sex, solely the act of sex, is not equal marriage. Is what I was saying. That it consummates it, puts a stamp on it. But it is not, that act alone does not equal marriage.
Okay.
That will be based on the second scripture that is going to be in Exodus.
Okay, now, nowadays, all what you just explained, is the black man doing all of that?
Absolutely not.
So how do we keep marriage in the Most High's eyes honorable?
First of all, we put a little bit closer surveillance on our daughters.
No, if I wanted to tell my young son, right,
Yes, sir.
or a young black man, listen, to respect that woman, right, that young black woman, how do I do that? And I'm trying to ask you in a way without giving you the answer. How do I do that with that young boy and he didn't go through all these motions that we know in the scripture should happen?
Okay, so he's already committed the act of...
Yeah, he already did it.
Oh, okay, well now you need to man up. If you're going to do that, now you need to go talk to the Father, which is what I was saying in Exodus. Now you need to go talk to the Father and see if you can come to some type of agreement, which is in America somewhat. Some men still have the right, but they go and they ask the Father for the blessing. Will you bless this marriage? It's somewhat the same thing.
What about if you can't? What about if there's no father, no mother? What is that marriage ordained off spiritually? How do we recognize that marriage?
With a brother, well, culturally, the woman is never without a covering. Like even when you look in the scriptures, when it came to Rebecca, the brother was the covering. So the brother did negotiate so on and so forth. But if there isn't, so in America, because most women, I'm independent, so they don't think that they have a covering. Well, then once again, it would still need to be an agreement between those two. Because if not, then it's, I can't force a woman to marry me.
Right.
That's not cultural.
But all the ceremony part aside,
Yes, sir.
what is the Most High looking at when you become one?
To become one? To become one is a physical act.
Right. What is that physical act?
The consummation aspect of it.
Right. That's what is honorable with the Most High. Marriage is honorable in a bed undefiled. So the most important part in there is not a marriage cake or people looking at you or a piece of paper. The most important part that the Most High looks at is them consummating. Why? Because this woman is opening up herself to this man. This man is laying with this woman. That's why you're right. There's supposed to be a correct way to do things, but we're living in a land of confusion and chaos. So they're not doing all that. What we know to do, what the law says to do. So when that brother and this sister comes in here and they just met a week ago, right? And they never did none of that, but they laid together. What do we tell that man and that woman? We tell them according to the law.
Yeah, one, y'all need to stop fornicating.
Let me finish. We tell them according to the law that you already consummated that marriage. You already bound to each other. There is no fornication, brother, is not doing the things of the law. Doing the things of the law is not fornication. So when you lay with a woman, that's not fornicating. That is you skipping a whole lot of parts and going right to consummation instead of doing the right way to do it. Going to the Father, going to the process. Just think about what you said. Fornication cannot be sexual intercourse. Fornication outside of your marriages and going around and committing adultery and just sleeping with people, yes, that's fornication. But let's say if you just meet this person, you guys fall in love, and you lay with this woman, and that woman you lay with, and you say, I'm going to be with her. That's not fornication.
No, but
yeah.
But you just said that and I don't want to take away from the topic, but you just said that they have already made an agreement that I'm going to be with you. Okay, but I'm going to be with you. So
well, some of these people don't know that. Some of these people don't understand that that's why the law is there. That's why it's saying this. It's giving us the strict rule. If you pass, watch, look at it again. I like how you said it because you went through the whole process perfectly. So we don't have to go over that. Right? So watch, read this again. Go ahead.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed.
Well, why is Moses in the law not telling him, go to the Father, go do this, go do that, then lay with her? Why is Moses telling them like this?
Deuteronomy is a sparks note of all of the Torah.
But just bear with me on this. I'm saying just at this point, why is Moses speaking that way instead of not going through the actual way to do it? The law is the government and us how to rule and do things. So Moses is telling them exactly how it should be done. He's not telling them nothing wrong, and he's not skipping. But why is he telling them this way?
I mean, he's telling them that because he's repeating what he said in Exodus.
Right.
So, but in Exodus, there's another part to it.
We're going to go there. The reason why I'm saying that is to show you that there's something that these people, that us Israelites, that niggas in the world, don't apply. So he's telling them, because a lot of these brothers is laying with these women and not going through the steps. So he's reminding them, you laid with her. You cannot just say, oh, I'm not married to her. That ain't marriage. I got to do the ring. I got to do this. I got to do that. That's why he's telling us this here. Because if not, you will get what you don't want our people to do, which is to fornicate. We don't want our people just laying with the women. It says, make not the daughters of Zion whores, right? So, if I tell a new brother, hey, you're not really married with her until you do all these things, then he's going to say, well, shit, I ain't going to do all those things because I don't really like her. Instead of saying, hold on, the law says you consummate it. Follow the steps now. Go through the actions of the law now. See, that's why this was the most important theme. That's why when you go back to Genesis, and we can go there, Adam and Eve, does it tell you any of these things, or does it go and allude to one thing? What one thing it alludes to make them one flesh?
And the two became one flesh.
Right. It's because they laid together. Because that is the most important theme. Because if not, then you're all those other things you could say, well, I didn't get no ring. I didn't get no. They said, I ain't got no ring on my finger. Right? That's why Moses is saying that. We can't skip past that, because if we do, then what are you going to tell the congregation? You're going to tell those young men, if you didn't do all the steps, bro, you're not really married. That's what you're insinuating, and that's why I was saying you got to be careful with that. Because I understand what you're saying, but the way you're bringing it out is giving somebody leeway just to be a whoremonger.
Oh, well, I mean, but then whoremongering is also against the scripture. So
Right.
If a person's gonna sin, right? They're gonna throw the whole book out. So if they wanted to lay with the woman, right, but they didn't want to marry her, they're not going to listen to pay the bride price or any of that anyway, because that's none of their concern. Now,
What?
if a person comes in and it's a mistake, quote unquote, not a mistake like he just fell into it or something.
Right.
But a mistake like, okay, well, we didn't know the process. Okay, well now let's go to the book and we can follow the process.
Right.
Which is where that comes in. But what if the woman says, well, I don't want to do that, or the man says that I don't want to do that? Didn't we force it?
And that's why I'm trying to. That's exactly where you just stopped at. Is what I'm trying to show you the importance of why Moses came in on the law. Watch. If we finish this, you would see why he said backwards of what you said. The process says, I'm supposed to go to your mother and father, and they're supposed to come to the agreement, and then they come up. This is the dowry. Oh, this is what we're going to pay. Yeah. And then you go lay with her. Why is Moses saying it backwards? Because Israel wasn't respecting the most important thing. Just like today. They're thinking, oh, I can lay with anybody I want to lay with. Yeah, fornication aside, when they come in the doors and they don't know, hey, you guys are actually married. Respect this as a marriage. Well, why are we married? We never did. We don't got no ring. We didn't go to the court. We didn't get no cake. We didn't do no ceremony. No, you're married because the Most High said in the law, the most important thing was when you lay with her, you are in doubt. Now you have to make her your wife. You have to do it. This is, watch, read on.
And lay hold of her.
Right.
And lie with her.
Right.
And they be found.
Right.
Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50
Go do the process. Go do it. Why? Because you already opened her. He didn't say, listen, okay, go pay the money, then lay with her. Why? But we know that's the right way, right? But why he's not telling us nothing off. He's telling you to cut aside this fornication and people laying with women and saying, oh, she's not my rib. The law is you open this woman up. That's your wife. Now go do the other steps. Whether it's a dowry. Well, her dad is dead. Mom is dead. Okay, what about her brother? No family. She's an orphan. Okay, let's just play with it, right? Let's say if that was the case. So what now? Is it not honorable? What about we don't got the money to get the license, the agreement? We're not doing none of these things. Is it not honorable in the Most High's eyes? That's why it says the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. If you don't understand that, then we're just going to let cats sin, and we're going to push them for a way out to say, you know what, that's not necessary. It's not necessary, when it is necessary. Now, let me ask you this, just on a whole nother level. What did Christ came to bring us in the law? The carnal or the spiritual?
Spiritual.
What is spiritual? When that man and that woman lie together and give each other spirit, or a piece of paper, a ring, all these things.
I mean, that's just the way that this nation did it. But the Most High did have a piece of paper between us and him.
You're right. I was going to go there, but once you laid it all down, I was like, okay, this man knows the process. But my thing was to just try to show you why he wrote it this way.
Okay.
Yeah, that because you got to be careful, man. We got to be careful when we tell brothers and sisters. There's a lot of whoremongering young men that come into the truth and they want to lay with women, right? And now understand that this is your duty now. And you tell them, oh, you got to do all these things for marriage. And if it ain't done this way, then it ain't marriage. They're going to be like, well, yeah, I'm not married to her. Oh, man, you know how many brothers we had to correct and say, nah, bro, you're married to this woman. Take on the duty of a husband. You can't just be sleeping with these women. And that's why I brought that out. Right? Now, as far as the other scriptures, do we have to go to Titus? Do we have to go to Tobit? You know about the license, right? The agreement, right? You know Adam and Eve, they laid together, right? None of that was there. Where did the Most High say, okay, this was marriage?
Well, as far as Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of committed himself to once again. You know, I do want to hear this, but he Adam committed himself to Eve when he said, "Oh, surely this is bone of my bone and flesh of my." So
Yeah.
it's more of like this is the one that this is my helpmeet. Because the whole process was kind of like, in a sense, it was like Abraham going to find somebody for Isaac. The same thing. The Most High made Eve specifically to be the helpmeet or the Isha of Adam.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of already. It was the agreement was there, and then they consummated it. So the steps were still there, just like with the Most High. He made a ketubah, we agreed, and then the sprinkling of the blood, which is the consummation. So the consummation is always there, and the way that you put it, I definitely understand, especially with the young brothers. Like, look, I'm not. Now, I wouldn't say that that's not marriage. I would say that you have consummated. Now you have to finish the process.
It's all in the wording, and that's all I was saying. Yeah, it's all in the wording because, yeah, you need all these other things. And, yeah, we got a lot of broke Israelites, but at the same time, I mean, you might not be able to do the ceremony and all these things.
But you can write a ketubah.
You can. Oh, absolutely. That's easy.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's easy. Yeah, you can do all these things, and it's honorable in the Most High sight. But that's the point I was trying to bring out. Yeah, yes, sir. I mean, it's a good conversation. So that's all it was about. You're not taking the class off track or nothing like that. We're gonna get into this topic real quick. I mean, did you want to rap about anything else?
Oh no, sir. I told you I'm just gonna chime in when I could. I just
Got you. All right. Yeah.
Question.
What we got?
Can you edify a little more on who exactly are the 2/3 that's not going to make it?
We did a whole class on the 2/3. All right. Let me just because that can take. I can go in just one scripture, but let's give you the class that we did on the 2/3, so you can get it in its entirety, and then I can get through either quicker questions and go into this topic. All right. And if who asked that?
Brother Moshe.
Yeah, Moshe. He listens. He watches us. Send him the link. All right, on the 2/3, because we just did one of those like recently, maybe a month or two ago.
Okay.
All right.
Houston.
I think it's on this one. I think it's on this channel. Do we got any other ones on there?
No, that was it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that way we can get into this topic because this is an important topic, and I mean, there's a lot to go into this. The way I'm going to go to it is a lot of brothers been taught a lot of anger in the scriptures. And the only reason why you're going to go shoot somebody up is out of anger. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers been taught hate. And where has that hate gotten them? It gotten them to do things like this. You know what I mean? It's gotten them to react out of emotions and feelings and not really sit back and understand I'm not controlling the so-called white man, America, the fake Jews or whatever. We're not controlling that. So first let's go to Romans 13 real quick. Let's get this out of the way. All right, that way they can understand Hebrew Israelites, and if a lot of young brothers and sisters thought that's the way to go, that they died for righteousness, they didn't. they didn't die for righteousness because righteousness is doing the will of the Most High. Righteousness is following the commandments of the Most High. So what did the commandment say? The commandment didn't say go out there and take vengeance on Esau or any other nation or on your enemy or on your brother. Is that the door or is the... So let's go into that. Go to Romans, the 13th chapter, and we're going to read at the first verse.
Romans 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
This is one of the big problems, and it's like something that resonates constantly with us, is that how many times we got to go over the scriptures Be wise as serpent and harmless as the dove. How many times we got to go over the scripture that says, agree with thy adversary quickly? Brothers, if us leaders are not teaching the young men to move in that way, these men around you, brothers, sisters, are going to go do foolishness and move out of anger. The scriptures say, obey the powers. Let every soul be subject to the higher powers. Now, that doesn't mean you got to go march on gay day parades and put your thong on because they said. That doesn't mean that. That means don't run the red light, pay your taxes. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Okay, so don't get it misconstrued. All right, because we know the Christians come back. Yeah, you got to be as the Romans. No, that's not what it's saying. It's saying render unto Caesar what is Caesar. Right? You run the red light, pay your ticket. Right? You get your check, pay your taxes. Right? Follow the commandments. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder. And guess what? You're going to be okay with this demon in power. Because we know who's in the power. This is Satan's kingdom. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Go ahead, read.
For there is no power but of the Most High.
Right?
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
I mean, dude, do you not? I don't understand why Israelites don't get this. You're angry at the police officers. You want to react to them in the wrong way. The police officer was there to be a rod against the people of God because we disobeyed the commandments of the Most High. So when we move against the police officers, you're moving against the rod that the Most High has set up. This is what we're supposed to be teaching the young men. That when the police officers pull you out the car, do what the Bible says. Agree with thy adversary quickly. Use wisdom and get yourself out of that situation. Right? Deal like reasonable men of wisdom and understanding. And this is it's unfortunate that brothers and sisters got to die. And me going over this or many other Israelites that are teaching the right way, it ain't going to stop the dummies that want to be zealots or so-called martyrs. They're not being martyrs. Because a martyr would be like James and John and Matthew and Isaiah that died for literally the gospel's sake. You know what I mean? You ain't a martyr if you step out of the spirit and then the Most High checks you. That's not a martyr. You know what I mean? Selling crack. You a martyr? Shooting niggas in the hood. Now you a martyr just because you a black man? No, you're a wicked man that is being punished through the wickedness that you're putting out. So we got to get this perspective right, man. If we follow the commandment, the Most High is telling us, for there is no power but of the Most High. That means the Most High put this demon into power. And we got to deal with it. We got to function. We got to see his lies, his falsehood. We got to see his corruption. Yeah, we got to see him shoot people, but it should be our kids. Why? Because we're supposed to be telling them the right thing. It shouldn't be our people that are around us, right? It shouldn't be none of the congregation of the Israelites because you're supposed to be moving with wisdom. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisted the power, right, resisted the ordinance of the Most High.
I mean, that's clear as day. The reason why they got shot down in the street is because they resist the power of the Creator. The Most High put this beast here to be that rod against the disobedient. And his time is not up. His time is not up. We want to force the course of the Most High's hand. We want to make a move on these nations. It's like High Priest Yeshaya said, you can't come up against the Girl Scouts of America. Israelites can't even get together and agree on things without pride coming in their head. So, I don't understand what is wrong with our people. Like, we can't even unify right. You know what I mean? We can't. So how the hell are we going to come together and so-called take over this kingdom? But that's what's being said. There's going to be a race riots. Get your guns ready. Get ready for war. Go train like you out in the damn desert, or like, you know what I mean? Go learn how to shoot. Y'all got it wrong, man. You're teaching these young men, and they're going to be fools, and they're going to go out there and do the same ignorance like this brother and this sister did, and get themselves murdered, and their children are left alone. I'm going to say it again. It wasn't an honorable thing for them to die without wisdom and understanding and following the commandments. It wasn't honorable, because the scriptures is telling us what we're supposed to be doing. Go ahead.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
I mean, there's no 1,000 scriptures that need to go with that. It's self-explanatory that they resisted. They went out there and got in this argument to where they had to shoot up these so-called Jews. Come on, man. Who's getting into that? Let's think about it. You getting into that. Where's your mind at to where you don't understand how to control your anger? You don't know how to control yourself to be able to go into somebody's establishment and end up shooting them up? And I know there's probably some reasons why, and they're going through it online and saying, well, that's not really happened. Fine. But how did they get in that predicament in the first place? But it reminds me of this mind state to where you're trying to knock white folks out. You're trying to knock white folks out. You're trying to fight with them on camera. You got brothers on camera talking about they got these many guns. Y'all head is in the wrong place. Our mind right now is supposed to be locking into this gospel in the word to get the righteous sealed. It ain't going to come through guns. It ain't going to come through weapons. It ain't going to come through arsenal, because you don't got enough arsenal. You don't got enough arsenal, man. The devil got more guns than you. So I heard they went up there. High Priest Yeshaya was telling me they went up to Philly. They went up to Yohana school. Yeah, they were like, what I heard is they might have been coming from that school. But listen, I'm going to say this. And I'm not saying that brothers is promoting that. What I'm saying is that, what are you telling these men that is angering them to the point to where they think they can go out there and do that? But they get it from online. A lot of brothers get bad examples online. They see it, they look at it, and they emulate it. Okay, so this is how I do it. This is how I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, I grow the beard. I throw in the garment. Okay, yell at white folks. Okay, got you. Check. You know what I mean? Kick them in the mouth. Check. You know what I mean? Call the black woman bitches. Check. Like, that's not the example. Yeah, I know y'all learned that, but that's not the example. That's not how, if you go back to those old school tapes, go to Daily Motion and go look at Ya'iqab, Yeshaya, Shar, Kazak. Yes, they spoke powerfully. But I have not seen a video yet to where they call the black woman straight out, just randomly walking. Yeah, look at you, bitch. Look at you, dirty hoe. Look at how you dressing. And it's like, they didn't do things like that. Yes, they did get into situations where disrespectful women came up. They handled things with more honor. But where are we getting this other theme from? Young men teaching the wrong example. And this is what's hurting. So yeah, I'm talking about two themes. I'm talking about the example, but yeah, we got to talk about this shooting thing. But it all goes together. Come on, read on.
Verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works.
You see why it was asking, what put you in this situation to where you got to shoot it out with somebody? What were you doing? What spirit you got on you to where you're put in these situations? The scripture says in Psalms 91 that the Most High will have his angels surround you. Lest I dash thy foot against the stone. Right? So why is it that their foot has been dashed? Right? Why? Oh, they were martyrs. They went out. No, they were not martyrs. They didn't go out for righteousness. They went out because they disobeyed the commandment of the Most High. Go ahead.
But to the evil.
Right. Read.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power?
Right. Meaning afraid, meaning respect. Yeah, y'all know as much as I know that they've been blessed with the sword. You know, when they pull you out the car, they got their hand on their gun. They are ready to shoot you and murder you. So why would you put yourself in that predicament to be shot up, shot at? Why would you run your mouth to them? Why would you speak against the power that the Most High has been given? And I know you got rights as an American, right? I got rights, brother. I can speak. You seen the white folks on there, right? Talking to them, rolling up their window. Like, you know what? I don't have to raise out my window. Every time that happens to a black folk, what happened? They bashing through that window, pulling them out the car, shooting. White folks, it doesn't work for you. So-called Negroes, Mexicans, and Puerto Rican, you Israelites. It works for the white man. This is his kingdom. The Most High is telling you what is going to work for you. Go ahead.
Do that which is good.
Do what?
Do that which is good.
Do what?
Do that which is good.
By obey the powers that be. That's what is good. Now I'm going to say it again. That don't mean you got to be a faggot. That don't mean you got to be weak. That don't mean you got to let them take your excrement. What it means is that we, as mighty men, supposed to move with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Most High gave us. That's what it means. Go ahead.
And thou shalt have praise of the same.
And praise of what same? Meaning that they would still be alive to be able to say, listen, I got out of this situation. The Most High delivered me, because wisdom is going to deliver us. Nothing else. Go ahead.
Verse 4. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good.
He is what?
The minister of the Most High to thee for good.
Because you got to go back to Deuteronomy. Why did the Most High put him here? To keep you in check and under the rule of what the Most High has this nation doing. The Most High put him here. And if you do good, if you follow the will of the Most High, follow the commandments, guess what? This man don't see you, but don't have any insurance, don't have any tags, ride around with a kilo, ride around with some weed in your car. You're asking for an ass whooping from the beast. This is what we have to realize, man. Go ahead.
But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
Right.
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
And who was best blessed with the sword? Esau. Edom. Genesis 25. The Most High said he blessed him with the, Genesis 19, excuse me. He blessed him with the sword. Right? So, why are you playing with this guy? And then you think you can shoot it out with him. Well, how many cops were killed? One? What was it, one? Yeah, y'all remember the story back when we was in Houston at the time with Donor, the police officer? Yeah, this cat was military, bro, and he was a police officer. Remember he turned on them? What they do to him? They burned out that damn cabin with him. What is it with y'all Israelites that think you gonna be a killer when you don't know how to shoot, you don't got no damn brains, you don't got no unity? Why is it you think you can go against the beast that got and knows how to deal with his sword? Israel is if we listen to this, we'll keep out of these situations. This is a warning to all you young brothers and sisters, man. Stop following foolish, dumb niggas that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Stop following that. Stop following bad examples of these men that are online. They're rolling around like thugs and niggas and don't got no sense. They're going to get y'all killed. What?
Now at the mall, it's funny because it's a couple old school jakes that like different jakes on different Israelite Israelite men that know about the truth.
Yeah.
And then we get in the conversation. I've had two of them say like, so here's the question, brother. are you arming yourself? And
Yeah.
do you teach something? I said, well, you know, our school, like, you know, brothers do martial arts.
Right.
Brothers do know how to self-defend, but no, I'm not going to arm myself because, hey, that shows first of all, it shows a lack of faith.
Right.
Even the Most High going to save me, not my little rusty 45 that jams all the time.
Right, exactly.
Like, it's like they can't fathom that, and it's like, nah, we're believe on faith. Like, me, Army's like, well, they're training their kids how to shoot. And he was getting serious. They're training, you see these videos online?
They are.
But
But no weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. It doesn't. They can train all you want. And let's just get it clear, because nobody's an idiot here. Like, if you come in my house, I got a gun under the bread toaster. I got a gun under the bed. The kids got a gun. Mama got a gun. Granny got. That's all fine and dandy. But how about nobody wake up? You a hard sleeper. And they over you. You wake up and it's like, boy, get up. Come on, man. We got to understand that, yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but if the Most High is not with you, what is going to happen to you? You're going to get murdered like this brother and sister. Train all you want. Do push-ups, shoot your gun. It's your goddamn right as an American, right? But that's not going to help you. The Spirit is going to help us. Come on, let's finish.
For he bare not the sword in vain.
Go ahead.
For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
He's a revenger on them that do evil. So when you get caught in these situations and hands and predicaments to where the white man is actually in your environment, you got to start asking yourself, what am I doing against the Most High? Go ahead.
Verse 5. Wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake.
Right, conscience to who? The Most High. Not only just because we know, okay, he's a demon. We're conscious towards the Most High that he put him there for a reason. Go ahead.
Verse 6. For this cause pay you tribute also. For they are the Most High's ministers.
Right. So pay you tribute to what? Christ said it best, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Jump from there, go to Isaiah 33 and 6, because time is flying, so I want to get through these. This is what we have right now, brothers and sisters. I wanted to go there first just to remind y'all, but this is what we have. This is our weapon. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6.
Go ahead.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Right. This is going to be our stability and our strength. The wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures. It's not going to be your gun. It's not going to be your knife. You can have 50 knives. You can have 50 guns. It ain't going to matter. You brothers and sisters got to start getting in this knowledge. Most of y'all are still moving in the same mind when you came from the world. Angry niggas, so-called thugs, right? So-called killers, right? You done killed so many people that you haven't even controlled your anger and moved in wisdom and the truth. Then you bring that to the word and try to engraft it within each other and call yourself a thug. Now, I'm not taking a shot at the name of the camp. I'm saying that that's the mentality. You know what I mean? That's the mentality. It's like, oh, we're not Israelites, we're thugs. Like that, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob wasn't no damn thug. They weren't no nigga. We were priests. We were righteous men. Yes, we were warriors, but we were not thugs. That's not what we're supposed to be about. David wasn't no thug when he slew Goliath. He was a righteous warrior standing for righteousness' sake. Wisdom is going to be our strength. Look at your history. Any and every situation, it was wisdom and the Most High that prevailed against all of our battles. It wasn't your anger. It wasn't your weapon. Read that. Read on.
And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord.
Right. It said, and strength of salvation. What does salvation mean? What does that mean to have salvation? Anybody? Anybody?
I think Luke 1:72.
To be saved from our enemies, but what is he telling us here is our salvation?
Safety. Peace.
Right, but what is it? What is it going to be?
It's going to be wisdom and knowledge.
Wisdom and knowledge. So what's going to save you out of a lot of these situations? Wisdom and knowledge. The Holy Spirit coming on us and being able to get out of these situations and applying it. That's what's going to save us. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time and strength of salvation and what?
The fear of the Lord.
Wait a minute. You're 45?
The fear of the Lord.
Not the AR.
The fear of the Lord.
Shotgun?
The fear of the Lord.
The fear of the Lord. That was supposed to guide us. We're supposed to be armoring up with those things. Go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Man, this is to prevent just a lot of more suffering and pain. Let's get it right. We're going to suffer as it is. They're going to come at us as it is. They're going to come at it. This ain't going to stop them from coming at us. This is just an excuse to take extreme measures. But yes, it was already said that they were going to come after us for the truth. I think it was actually set up. I don't think it was Israelites. I think they said they were Israelites to open up the door to put this label on us. But then again, you got to kind of think about this. How dumb are niggas out there nowadays? Dumb. Because you got brothers doing madness on the internet. You got them pulling out guns. You got them knocking out white folks. So it's kind of like up in the air. I'm like, okay, we know Esau's the devil. He's a liar. But at the same time, Israelites are not helping with the madness that they're promoting, the example that we're putting out there. And I'm saying that because if you watch us, we don't hold our tongue. Yes, America's going to be destroyed. Yes, this kingdom is going to fall like all the other kingdoms. But that's by the hand of the Most High. Not by the hand of our school, your school, they school, all the brothers coming together and we're going to do it alone. It's by the leadership of Yahweh Shai. It's not by us. We're not going to do it without Yahweh Shai. Because he's the only one that's going to make you bulletproof. To where you're not all locked up in chains and dragged out and put back into captivity. It's not going to be any other way. Read that where you're at.
Ecclesiastes 9 verse 18.
Go ahead.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Right. Wait a minute. What's better than my AR?
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
That's what's going to save us, wisdom. And we notice that every time a 16-year-old gets shot, you know what I say while they crying out and marching? I'm saying, damn, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And I will remove you from being a priest before me. It ain't got nothing to do with damn a bag of Skittles. It got something to do with you running in the store, stealing blunts, talking crap to the cops. You don't know how to deal with your adversary, the enemy. And they what? They shoot you down in the street. It's wisdom, the Holy Spirit that you're not being guided by. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Every situation, man, we've been in with police officers, man, we've been able to maneuver out of these situations. When they surrounded us, whether it's at street speakings, when they surrounded us, pulled you over, it was wisdom that got us out of that. The application of the Bible, if y'all don't know what that means. I'm not talking about a PhD from Harvard. I'm talking about the application of the Bible leading you to do and think the right way. Go ahead, finish that.
But one sinner destroyeth much good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. What?
But one sinner destroyeth much good.
Now you got these individuals, right, going in the name of Israelites. And if I say, well, this is a fake, a phony, or it's not real. I mean, look at the other brother that killed his wife. Right? So we could say, oh yeah, it's fake, but are you helping? Are you helping thinking or treating the daughters of Zion like they're scum and calling them bees and hoes and the idea is that women ain't nothing. That goes in a man's mind and you do what? What did it make you do? Oh, women ain't crap, right? This is how we treat women. This is the custom. And I'm using that as an example how this other theme has got men to think now we can go shoot up cops. This is why, because those men that are teaching you, oh yeah, this is how you treat your woman, she ain't crap, is the same one that's going to come back and tell you, oh, listen, get your guns ready because we got to go fight Esau. Y'all are tripping. You are tripping. Go from there, God. Go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. We supposed to be getting more into this, man. That way our kids don't get shot down for nothing. That way you don't get shot down for nothing. If you're going to get shot down, man, you're going to get shot down for literally preaching the word of the Most High and teaching the gospel. Right? That's what you're going to get shot down. That's a martyr. Don't try to even say these brothers were martyrs. If you know your scriptures, man, you know that they weren't martyrs. Go ahead, read where you at.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3.
Go ahead.
For though we walk in the flesh.
No, 2 Corinthians. Right, 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. Go ahead.
For though we walk in the flesh.
Right.
We do not war after the flesh.
Read.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Wait a minute. The 45 and the Uzi and the shotgun. We don't got to prepare that, Ak? You sure? Read it again.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
They're not what?
Carnal.
Sis, open up for him. Glad to have you, brother. Shalom. All right, brother. Shalom. Go ahead.
But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right. See, the wisdom is more mightier. Right? You know how they say the pen is mightier than the sword? The wisdom is more mightier than the sword. And that's what we're supposed to be armoring up the brothers and sisters with. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. This is how we're going to, because wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to get you to actually unite and be in strength. And not you be in a body and then you got brothers in your own body hating you. How are we going to join up and fight anything if we ain't got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? That's why it's not up for us to fight against Esau. That time is going to come by our leader. We need a general, right? We need a general, a leader to lead us to do that. Because all the generals now, we just generally known. We ain't, think about it. Think about all the schools and all the so-called acronyms, right? Let's think about that. Which one is going to lead? Nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to go there. Everybody don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Oh, I'm not hearing that, brother. I don't agree with that. It's that mentality. Everybody, you got too many damn chiefs and not enough Indians. So think about it. Who are we going to really unite? Is Israel really united in Christ? No. Israel is not united in Christ because we all got our own egos and our own power trips. So you got to see those things ain't going to save us. It's got to start from the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding so we can get to the point where Yahweh Shai can come back and take care of this man for us. Watch, read that again. Come on.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Yeah, our weapons are not carnal. Go ahead.
But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be getting ready to pull down a lot of these strongholds within us before we can go get the nations. Anywhere you go through in the scriptures, it tells you that for us to go get the nations right, what has to be done? The Israelites got to get it together. Yahweh Shai has to come back and do what he's supposed to be doing. He has to throw the first blow. Go ahead.
Casting down imaginations.
Casting down what?
Imaginations.
Go ahead.
And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
No, casting down people.
Imagination.
No, casting down Esau.
Imagination.
Casting down the Jews.
Imagination.
So-called Jews.
Imagination.
Yeah, we're casting down. That's the only thing you're fighting against, which is the biggest problem. The biggest problem is you. You can't stop smoking weed. You can't stop being a whoremonger. You can't stop with your damn pride and ego. Y'all don't see that? Everybody knows every damn thing. What's the point? You know. Don't come to no school. Don't go to no schools. Everybody already knows. Everybody online. You keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to be taught nothing. You already know. It's almost comedic at this point to where it's like, damn, okay. But the point is that nobody's humble enough to start seeing that is really what needed for our people. Let's think about it. Is that needed? Is that the thing that is needed right now? Even just out of basic logic, for us to go get guns and go shoot up, that's stupid. If we had some unity, man, some like real numbers, I can see that coming in a man's mind. Like, look, there's over 10 million Israelites. They're really united. They ain't niggas that's murmuring against each other in the congregation. Then I can see you saying, yeah, let's do this. But we don't got none of that. None of that. And if we did have that, we were supposed to still wait on Yahweh Shai. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah. Go to Jeremiah 16, verse 16. I'm kind of moving fast because we put off a little time to go through that point about marriage.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Go ahead.
Said the Lord.
I will send for what?
Many fishers.
So, what are we doing right now? Fishing. We are supposed to be fishing. This is fishing season. Read.
And they shall fish them.
Read.
And after will I send many hunters.
Now I know you're saying, well, see there, brother. There's going to be hunters. Yes. Hold on a second. Let's see if we finish fishing, because that's the logic, right? It's battle time. We got to suit up. It's not. We haven't done fishing. Watch. Hold that. Go to Ezekiel 9:4. Come on. Because let's destroy this logic. It's trying to suit up and go out there and go into war with another nation. Go shoot up police officers. Let's see if that is the logic of the scriptures. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4.
Right.
And the Lord said unto him,
Go
through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Right.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
I thought the Bible said we're supposed to be fishers. I thought it said that we're supposed to set the mark in their mind. Where are you getting that it's hunting season already? This is what it's saying. We're supposed to fish and set the mark in their mind. Well, Kazaki, it says also hunting season. Well, how do we know when fishing season is over? Somebody answer that online. Somebody answer that in class. Well, some of y'all answer that. How do we know hunting season is over or fishing season is over and hunting season is
after Christ throws the first blow?
Okay, give me a scripture. I want y'all online to answer that. When is hunting season started? And this is the problem. They're not taking y'all through the scriptures and making y'all think. So they're telling y'all you get war ready. And what is that doing to a young-minded, overzealous mentality? That's giving them a mind to make moves without the Most High. That's why what we say How we say it is very important. Reiterating that we're waiting on the Most High is very important. I'll tell you when the first blow is going to be made. Go to Revelations 7:1. When is hunting season over? The Bible says it. Send for many fishers, and they shall hunt them, right? Set a mark on their forehead of the men that sigh and cry. And then he said afterwards, go slay utterly old and young. Well, when? We're going to find out. Read that, Revelation 7:1.
Revelation chapter 7 verse 1.
Go ahead.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth.
Go ahead.
Holding the 4 winds of the earth.
Right.
That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea.
Wait a minute. So the Lord, the Creator, is not going to destroy or make anything happen on the earth till when? Read, come on. It's going to come with it.
Nor on any tree. Mm-hmm. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power.
Right? So no tree destruction. Right? You ain't going to kill one tree. Right? The angels ain't going to kill one tree. Read.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth.
Wait a minute. Wait. Who was given to hurt the earth?
4 angels.
Right. So these angels were given to hurt the earth. Go ahead.
To whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Go ahead.
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees,
right?
Till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
You see, when hunting season is over, or it started, when hunting season has started, is when the chosen, the 144,000 are sealed. Now, if you read down in that, that's when Yahushua appears. This is what the scriptures is showing us. Y'all, we are tripping. A lot of you Hebrew Israelites are tripping. We got to stop this now. We got to nip this in the bud. That way a lot of young brothers don't go make the same mistake. You are not to put your hand and have the first blow to reap vengeance before Yahushua. He's your general. He's your leader. He's your king. Not you. That's the whole point. You got no respect for order. Right? They got no respect for order. You gonna do it before Yahushua. Nah, that's not what it says. Go to John 18:36. And y'all know this. I'm going through it just to reiterate, because I think it's almost like a lot of you young brothers didn't get this and didn't understand that hunting season doesn't start till Yahushua, till the 144,000 are sealed, until Yahushua is returned. We're going to show you. Go ahead, read that. John 18:36.
John chapter 18, verse 36.
Go ahead.
Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world.
What? Yahushua didn't fight. Yahushua was in the Roman Empire, and he didn't fight. He didn't fight because he had a role to play to die on the cross. You have a role to play, which is to seal the 144,000. Your role is not to go get guns. The weapon of our warfare is not carnal, but spiritual. It's not about weapons. It's not about shooting anybody. It's not about killing anybody. Wherever you got that from is wrong. They're off. Go ahead.
If my kingdom were of this world,
go ahead.
Then would my servants fight.
If the kingdom was of the world at the time, at this time, then would what?
My servants fight.
Who's those servants that's going to take the first blow? Let me see if anybody caught it. According to Revelations 1, who's the first ones that's going to have the first blow?
Angels.
The angels of the Most High. Not you. You're the cleanup crew. You're the ones that after Yahushua has knocked out their power and their forces and stopped all that madness and gave you the power to actually do it. That's when no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. Right now, Negro, you get shot in the face, you're done. Ergo, what happened to this brother and sister out there? It's not in your power. You can't stop bullets. If you even thought Joel was talking about it's talking about the angels. But if you thought it was talking about you still don't got the power to dodge bullets. You ain't damn Neo. What the hell is your problem? Read.
That I should not be delivered to the Jews.
This is not our kingdom, man. I'm sorry. Go to John 18 and 11.
John chapter 18 verse 11.
Read that. Go ahead.
Then said Yahushua unto Peter, put up thy sword.
Why he didn't tell Peter, let's kill everybody? Because it wasn't time. Y'all don't understand. It's not time. Go ahead.
Put up thy sword
right.
into the sheep.
Read.
The cup which my Father hath given me, shall I not drink it?
Right. There's a lot of things that scripturally need to go forth and happen. And that's how you know brothers and sisters ain't looking at the times, they ain't looking at the scriptures, they ain't looking at Israelites. We need to get our act together. We need to have some unity. It's not working like y'all are thinking. You got something? You was gonna say something? Okay, go from there. Go to Acts 1 verse 6.
Acts 1 verse 6.
So it's appointed time. It's not up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to some Zillock that thinks that he's the king of Israel. I don't care what damn acronym you got or how many men in your congregation. You're not giving the orders. You hear that? Simple niggas are not giving the orders. You are not our king. So if they're telling you to go out there, shoot people up, go out there, we gonna fight, that's by the order of Yahushua. I do agree with that. It's going to happen, but not by your orders. Because you get in an argument with some scrubby ass damn so-called Jews and the world is supposed to end. Right? You get in an argument with somebody on Facebook and what? You finna take vengeance. That's why you can't leave it up to Israelites. Because you got no sense. You got no wisdom. You got no discipline. You got no control. We got to understand that, man. Go ahead, read this.
Acts 1 verse 6.
Read.
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying,
read.
Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Why? Why did they ask that? Because the apostles wanted that time. This is not the first time that Israelites want to fight against this beast. We know what they've done. Yes. Oppression maketh a wise man mad, but anger rests in the bosom of fools. And if you're led by your anger, you're going to be a fool. You're going to do something stupid. So yeah, we supposed to understand the will of the Most High, like he's saying here. Read this. Come on.
And he said to them, it is not for you to know the time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You know when it is. You know it's time to go ahead and bust your gun.
It is not for you to know the time.
Oh man, it's time now. We got to get together. We got to get this arsenal.
It is not for you to know the time.
You don't know the time. Yeah, one thing I hate, man, is cocky niggas that try to stand before Yahushua and take the position of our leader. We got to fall back and wait. Look at what needs to be accomplished. Read.
Or the season.
Or the what?
Or the season.
It's not the time or the season to do and fight in that manner. It's not time. Go ahead.
Which the Father hath put in his own power.
Wait a minute. Who only knows?
The Father hath put in his own power.
The Creator is the only one that knows. And he's going to give the order to his Son. So you got to recalibrate your brain, man. Go from there. Go to Zechariah 3 verse 8. You got to recalibrate your brain. And why are we saying this? Because there's a lot of Hebrews, a lot of brothers. Whoever listens to us, y'all better not have it twisted. We're not making a move without Yahweh Shai. You don't go out there and bash white folks up, kill or hurt anybody. That's not what we're here for. That's why he told Peter, listen, put up your sword. Put up your sword. What are you doing? It's not time for that. And this is the problem. Israelites keep pushing and trying to push the hand of the Lord. But what does the scripture say? Zephaniah 3 and 8. Come on. Zephaniah 3 verse 8. Let's look at some little sudden nuances in the scriptures to be able to see and ask ourselves within our little brains, what did the Most High say? Let's look at certain points to see when this is going to happen. Go ahead, read that.
Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8.
Read this slow.
Therefore, wait.
What?
Therefore, wait.
Go ahead.
Ye upon me.
Wait, on who? Read.
Saith the Lord.
Wait a minute. Wait. Rewind that. Hold on a second. We're waiting for General such and such to give the order.
Wait ye upon me, saith the Lord.
Wait. Kazakia got the order?
Wait ye upon me, saith the Lord.
Oh, Joe Dummy on YouTube got the order?
Wait ye upon me, saith the Lord.
You see why you're going to get yourself killed? You see why these Israelites are going to die over stupidity? Because you're not moving with wisdom. You're not moving under the hand of the Most High for him to guide you. Every captivity, the Most High guided us. You're not being guided by the hand of the Most High. And hopefully it's a lie. Hopefully no brothers got that in their damn mind to go do something foolish like that. Read.
Until the day.
Until what?
Until the day.
The day that we just read about, that the Most High would lead us to that day. The Most High would tell us what that day is. Go ahead.
That I rise up.
Wait. That we rise up.
That I rise up to the prayer.
Because vengeance is the Lord's. The first hand is going to be Yahweh Shai. They got too much arsenal. They got too much power. That's why we got to stick to our mission. And this ain't about weak nothing, because when it comes down to it, we're going to see who is ready to do this. But I'm not a dummy. That's the thing. One thing about niggas in the hood, you can never show me where anywhere niggas in the hood was wise or smart. You either in jail, smoking weed to live life, or a drug dealer, which is going to end you up jail or dead. I do not give those niggas no credit to actually have logic and wisdom to lead me any damn where. So don't tell me they got smarts. Oh, they smart. The scriptures say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Unless you got this knowledge in your mind, the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. So don't tell me some nigga with a PhD or some nigga with drug background. Yeah, he knows the streets. He's real. He's smart. He ain't smart, because he's most likely going to get shot in his damn bedroom. He ain't smart. He's most likely going to get 30 years in prison. Go watch, The Dumbest Criminals. Right? All the killers, right? All they got to do is come with a pack of cigarettes. He's like, oh, man. Y'all, I don't know why y'all did. Like, they just put his leg off. And all he did was pound the pack of cigarettes and then give him a ciggy, and then what?
Selling everything.
Right? What's the name of that show?
First 48.
So, wait a minute. So this First 48 is over a three hour show?
say in the first 48 hours, they got.
No, but they had them, when they have them in these rooms, it's what, 3 days a week?
Nah.
Exactly. Get it. Go ahead and say it. It's what?
It'd be like a few minutes.
Niggas break down within the hour. Niggas break down within the hour. Their wisdom is not going to save us, man. We got to come under the rule and wisdom of the Most High. Come on, read that. Come on.
For my determination is to gather the nation.
Wait, you are tripping on the one dirty ass Jew. You're tripping on the one cop that shot down Tyrone. But read it again.
For my determination.
Stop. The Creator, Yahweh Shai, his determination is to what?
To gather the nation.
Bro, he's talking about destroying everybody with one damn blow. This is how you know niggas don't got no sense. This is how you know they don't got no sense. Because they're not following the will of the Most High. Go ahead.
That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation.
Right. Yahweh Shai said, I'm going to wait on me. I'm going to come up to the prey. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. He's not going to do it by one dirty ass Jew in a store. Or one cop. Right? And I mean so-called Jews. Right? He killed one cop. Whoa. Damn. Saul has killed his thousands. David's 10,000s. But that brother, he killed one cop. Come on, man. The Most High is not dealing with that. Come on.
Even all my fierce anger.
Even whose anger?
My fierce anger.
So your little angry fits, right? And tantrums because this brother said this or this brother said that or dude on Facebook. And because you did 10 years in the jail. What did you do 10 years in jail for? Huh? Coke? Drugs? You know who the only one we talk about killers I only respect? Like serial killers. Those are the ones to be afraid of. The average nigga ain't no damn serial killer. He's in jail because he shot this person for a damn bag of weed on the way he was running out. Or for his pack of food stamps. You ain't killing no... I don't care. I can kill somebody. If it comes down to my life and yours, could you not kill somebody? Hell yeah. A woman can kill somebody. So stop with all that scary business. Stop with all that. Yeah, y'all coming with this hood mentality and it ain't getting you nowhere, and you engrafted to be Hebrews, and now you a Hebrew, you a Jebrew thug killer. Right? Now you a Jebrew. Y'all gotta stop this, man. You're gonna lead our people into destruction. You're supposed to be teaching your kids, your family, your household, the nation, man, how to be sober-minded. How to be right in the brain. Not all this damn madness y'all talking about. There's going to be race riots. Fine. If there's going to be race riots, who's going to lead you to overcome them? Let's say you believe that. If there's going to be race riots, who's going to lead you to overcome them? I acronym this, I acronym that? No. Yahweh Shai is. And if he ain't by your side, it ain't going to matter. Go ahead, read.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Right, with the fire of his jealousy. So, once again, it's just to set brothers and sisters in the right mind to get them to understand it's about you going about to do the will of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. That's what this is supposed to be about, not your own will. Go to Psalms 27 and 27 and 14. Go to Psalms 27 and 14. I answered that question, and I have a lot.
There was a kind of a question on
What's the question on it?
when these misguided, hate-filled Hebrews call themselves striking the first blow, aren't they in essence trying to usurp the authority of Yahweh?
That's exactly what they're doing.
Aren't there strict penalties for such matters?
Who's that? Dawiyad?
Aggie student.
Aggie student? Yeah, there are penalties. The penalty, we read about it in Romans the 13th chapter. When you supersede the will of the Most High, you're going to be punished. That's it. We just read it. And that's the problem, is that, brothers are being taught wrong. I'm going to say this. I don't know where they got that from. When I was back in the days, in the 90s, I never heard Masha, Yeshaya, Shar, Kazak, Lahab. I never heard them say, hey, yeah, we going to get guns and we going to go fight and we going to go shoot people. I don't care what anybody says. I've never heard that. It was never about, oh, yeah, the way we're going to escape this kingdom is getting guns. Because I think even at that point in time, I'd be like, wait a minute. That don't sound right. We got to follow what the scriptures say, man. Read that. Psalm 27:14.
Psalm chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on the Lord.
Do what?
Wait on the Lord.
Read.
Be of good courage.
Uh-huh.
And he shall strengthen thine heart.
Go ahead.
Wait, I said, on the Lord.
Yeah, we're supposed to be waiting on the Most High. Psalms 37:7. We're supposed to be waiting on the Most High, man. So this is just a recalibration, because stupid ain't gonna stop. I hope y'all know that. Why? Because just like I was just telling the brother that was sitting in here, there's too many chiefs, not enough Indians, and they want to take it upon their own will to go ahead and, like the brother said, strike the first blow or do anything. Why? Because they know. And that's where they're going to get dead, because they know. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 37, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
Read.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Wait a minute. Is this not more clear? Don't shake in your britches because the wicked is prospering in the way. They get in the way with the bloodshed, the cop killings, the murderings, the corruption across every country. The scriptures say, wait on him. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Don't trip out about what's going on. I went over a whole class on that. Yahweh Shai is going to rise up. He's going to, these are different scriptures, but y'all got to see, man, that we're not doing this without him. Come on. Where you at?
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
That's what the scriptures tell us. Go to Psalms 130, 5 and 6. I'm shooting through these. We only got 4 minutes. Come on.
Psalms chapter 130.
Verse 5 and 6.
Verse 5. I wait for the Lord, my soul doeth wait. And in his word do I hope.
And in his word do we hope. Not in what you're saying. Not in what some niggas telling us that's out of order, that don't want to submit to anything, that's probably still don't know how to take care of his kids, his own household, still smoking weed. We're going to listen to that? Nah. If we follow the scriptures, things will be a little bit more clear. But you got to go through the whole Bible. You guys got to study, man. A lot of young brothers and sisters got to study instead of jumping on the bandwagon. Go ahead.
My soul waiteth for the Lord. More than they that watch for the morning. I say, more than they that watch for the morning. Let Israel hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption.
Right. I'm just skipping over some of these. I'm skipping over some of these because I ain't going to be able to hit them. But go to Isaiah 42:13.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 13.
Go ahead. Yeah. It's all good.
The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
When you go through this Bible, if any of you brothers and sisters are really studying, and for the new people, we got many classes on there to show that we're not doing anything without Yahweh Shai, who they call Jesus Christ. There's nothing you're supposed to be doing out there to reap vengeance on these demons. It's our time to fish, to teach this word, to wake up our people. Go ahead.
He shall cry, yea, roar.
Wait a minute. Yahweh Shai is going to cry. He's going to roar. Go ahead.
He shall prevail against his enemies.
Go ahead.
I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself.
Go ahead.
Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
This is Yahweh Shai going to do this. We have to sit back and wait. Wait for him. Think about what he told the apostles. It's not for you to know. What does that mean? Oh, y'all apostles, go ahead and jump ahead and let's go against the Romans? How come none of the apostles and the prophets did that? Unless it was by the hand of the Most High. Unless the Most High was orchestrating everything and it's written it for them to do that. So we got to think about this. Go ahead.
I will destroy and devour at once.
Right, one more. Go to Isaiah 59. Just one of our favorite scriptures, just to set this right. To see if we're going to have to jump ahead of Yahweh Shai. Read that, Isaiah 59 verse 16.
Isaiah 59 verse 16.
Go ahead.
And he saw that there was no man.
There was what?
There was no man.
Go ahead.
And wondered that there was no intercessor.
Go ahead.
Therefore, his arm brought salvation unto him.
Right. We have to understand that no man is going to take on and deliver us. No actions of one man. I don't care, 50 men, 1,000 men. The Most High is going to send his son to deliver us. So wherever y'all getting this from, man, we got to start showing these young brothers, man, that that's not the will of the Most High. Go ahead.
And his righteousness, it sustained him.
Right. Go ahead.
For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and a helmet of salvation upon his head.
Why? Because Yahweh Shai is the only one to really, truly give the vengeance the way the Lord, Yahweh, wants it. He's the only one. Man, brothers and sisters, I'm going to say it again. We get angry and we will wreak vengeance on anybody and whoever gets us angry. You beat your woman up. You can't even control your anger in that. Think about that. So you think the Lord is going to leave the vengeance to you? Nah. What?
Somebody cut you off a trap, you want to put curses on them?
Yeah. That's exactly it. If y'all didn't hear him, that's how it is. They cut you off in traffic and you want legions of angels to come down and destroy them. That's not the way, brother. All right. So do we got anything online? Listen, I have scriptures, man, but the question the brother had took up a little time, but it's all good, man. Y'all get the point. We get the point. And if you don't, we got many other classes on there that show y'all that how we supposed to be functioning in this nation. And we know it's wicked. Their time is coming to an end. But it's not going to come through your power. It's going to come through the Creator, through the Most High. So I'll give them a few seconds. Did anybody have anything on there? I'll give them a little bit, see if anybody, let the feed get to them. And if not, we'll go ahead and conclude class. Man, y'all got to see what they're doing. They're going to use all the bad examples. They're going to use all the bad examples of what brothers and sisters are doing. We already speak against this kingdom. They can kind of put even us, they can put anything up and here that we don't trust in America. We don't believe in America. We think this is a wicked kingdom. But we shouldn't be giving them an excuse to try to badmouth us. We should be giving them the commandments, the laws, and the wisdom, and show them how the true kings of the earth deal. So, yeah, what else? Anything? Okay. If nothing's on there, say shalom to everybody. Shalom.
Shalom.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Keep the Bible on cop. The Most High is my rock. TK. Rock. The Most High is my rock. The Most High is my rock.